Okay. Hello everyone, Samantha here. I pray all is well with you. I'm hoping this will be a very quick video. Someone asked that I show how to make a vintage paper where you can print it front and back and have no border. For example, something like this. I'm going to show you two. This is front. You see it? You can really front and back, right? But if you see, it has a border. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. But this is a better quality print. As you see, the whole page is full. When I printed it, no border, and it's front, and back. And here it is. Here's another one, front and back. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see how this works. It's very simple. I'm not using any design software. The only thing I'm using is Google. Hold on 1 second and pause this. Pause it. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm only using Microsoft Word and Google Internet. So let me share my screen. So go to the internet real quick. There we go. Share screen, share screen, share screen. Okay. Reason why I'm going to Google is because I want to get an image or some background wallpaper to actually put in the document. Now, some people say, why not just print the document? For example, why not just print the image? And I'll put this in first. I'll explain why not to do that. So here we go. Free vintage background wallpaper background. Okay. Okay, so you see all of this that comes up. Some of it is personal use when it's free. Some of it is commercial use. You can do that research on your own, depending upon what you want to use it for. Okay, I go to images. That's what I do. You see this section right here? I click images so I can see it in a much wider screen. And some of this is top free. This doesn't say free. And you'll know, sometimes it says free, and then when you click on it, it has a watermark and there's a vector and you have to purchase it. So I'm gonna do this one right here. This is really pretty. And I'm just doing this for example. I'm not doing this to sell it. So I'm not gonna look into the copyright and all that right now. So I can go ahead and just print from here, but what's gonna happen is gonna come out very small. You know, it's just an image right now. And I could basically show you that. You see right here, when I right click it, all of these options show up for me to click. I can save the image to my desktop, but I'm not going to do that. I don't need to do that. I'm just going to copy it. If I like the way this comes out, I can always go back and save it so I can use it whenever I want. But for this purpose, I'm just going to go ahead and copy it. So I'm going to copy the image. Now look what happens when I go to Microsoft Word. So I'm going to stop the share. I got the image, right? I got the background that I wanted. I'm going to stop the share. Now I'm going to go to Microsoft Word. I'm going to share my screen again so you can see it. Okay. So I'm in a Microsoft Word now, a brand new document. I'm going to shrink it some so you can see. So now look, I'm going to press right click just to paste the image. Look, paste. Look what happens. I can't just go ahead and print it. It's going to come out small. And then if I print it out from where it was, it's not going to come out right. So I need to enlarge it because I wanted to take up the whole page and I wanted to print it double-sided. So definitely I can't just print it from Google and get it double-sided. So how would I do that? So the first thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to make two pages, right? Okay, so you see now how I have 2 pages. So look what happens when I try to just enlarge the the image. You see, it will not move. It will not move because of where the margins are. I can't move it over. And the more I make it bigger, it's not going to the left of the page. It's just extending off of this right page. Right here, you can see where the page ends, the width of the page. The width of the page ends. So I'm going to shrink it back down. So what I learned is, in order to get this full, I'm going to right-click the image. I'm going to right-click the image. And when I go down this option bar, there's something called wrap text. Wrap text. As you can see, I'm right there. Then I'm going to go to behind text. So from wrap text, I click on behind text. Let me do that again so you can see it. Wrap text, go here, go behind text. I want it to stay up so you can see it. You see behind text? I'm on wrap text. But when you go over here, you can see behind text. So now I'm behind the text. Now watch what I can do. Extend it. I can move it around everywhere I want to on the page. And so I have the option now of filling the page with that image. Now, when it's a pattern like this, when you stretch it out, it doesn't look bad. If it was words or something, you would have a problem if it wasn't a vector. If a vector that's converted to, like, I think it's a smart object or something like that, when you stretch it, it doesn't mess with the pixels. It doesn't, you know, make the picture look disoriented. So, but in a situation like this, that doesn't look bad, right? So now what I'm gonna do, because remember, we want it double-sided. So this is what I do to make it double-sided. It's probably an easier way, but I just do this. I click, 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 click until I get to another page. I bring this up, bring this back. Then I copy this page. I just did a copy. I right click and copy it, or you can just click it, you know, click it, go right here, copy, and then go right here, and then I paste, and then I move it. I scroll up, I scroll down, and sometimes I even shrink it so I can see both pages side to side. This side happens to look lighter than this side. I wonder if that has something to do with. I wonder why that is. That's kind of weird, but it's okay for me. All right, I'm not going to be working on lighting right now. So right now we have 2 pages where the background, with 2 pages where that image, it fills the whole page. Now what do? Is I go to print, file, print. Now, look what happened when I went to print. If you look on the sides of each page, there's a border. There's a white border. And when I print it, it's going to print with that border. Even though it showed that it was full, right, when I made it right here, but when you go to print, it's going to print with a border. So what I do to prevent the border from appearing on the page when I print it, I go to printer properties. Now, whatever type of computer you're working on or device, it may say something different, but I think if you pay attention to the word, the terminology, you may find something that is related to that term and find it on your device if it's named something differently. So printer properties. And when I go into printer properties, there are some options on the first page that opens up for me. And again, this section may look different and it may have different wording, or it may be in a different place depending upon your printer. But I believe you can find something related to what I'm about to say. You see right here, it says borderless. Where I have my lollipop, it says borderless. I want to change that to off, to on. Borderless, I want it to be borderless, so I want borderless to be on. Now it says plain paper. I'm not going to use plain paper because for me on my printer, for whatever reason, it does not let me print borderless for plain paper. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So I go down to other matte inkjet papers. This is where you're going to have to play around with your computer to find out if it'll let you print borderless with plain paper, or you need to select another type of paper on your printer. Right here where it says print on both sides, definitely. I have 2 pages and I want them to print on both sides. That's how I'm going to have my double-sided print. And then when it says normal, I'm going to go to best. I want the best quality print that this printer can give me. So I have everything that I want selected. So now I'm going to press OK. And I'm going to press print. Okay. So now all I have to wait is for this goodie to come out of the printer. I'm going to stop share right now. Okay, so my hope is that everything is going to come out nicely, and that way you'll be able to see that it works. Meanwhile, yeah, so I did these 2 pages. And you know, you can go to, I'm going to share my screen again this time, since while we're waiting for that to print, we have a little bit of time. I could pause this video, but it's all right. I don't mind going back to it. I'm not the Google Meets. Oh my God, I've been doing Google Meet Zoom today, and like Google Meets is in my head. Okay, but look at all these beautiful wallpaper. And it's a place, matter of fact, while I'm here, here's a little bonus. It's this place called Pixabay, and they have free images. And when you sign up, you can actually get, you don't have to pay. There's some things you can get for free, and you can actually download the commercial license. So you can use it to make things and to sell it. You know, I try my best. Like if I pull an image from somewhere, I'm not more so a concrete artist. I'm more of a writer, a journaler, and I can doodle some things, and I can do a little bit of observation drawing. So like the stickers and stuff that I make is basically my doodling, my handwriting and stuff like that. And I enjoy that immensely. I can use, and sometimes I will print out pictures that I got for free, commercial license, and I'll use them on my own. I very rarely, I don't think I've ever sold anything in a shop where I got the image from somewhere else, even if it was commercial license and selling. I don't recall that. Matter of fact, I think I did a couple of frames, but I put something in the frame, like some writing or something. But as far as like the image of a person or something like that, I have not done that. I believe I'll use a silhouette one time. But you can do that. And if you have like a design software, you can go in and you can change the color, you can distort the image, you can make it your own, you can ungroup it and change things around. So that's why people offer some of these images where you can do that. Some images you can't change it around. I forgot because it's already like, I think it's when it's a vector, you can do that. I don't remember the terminology. I'm sorry about that, but this is a bonus that I'm sharing. But there's some images you can ungroup and change around, and there's some images you can't. Once the person makes it, it is what it is, and you cannot change the color, you cannot distort it, you cannot warp it, you cannot change its perspective, you cannot do any of those things with those images. But look at Pixabay. If you're looking for free images, look, free for commercial use. You click that, and once you go through it and you sign in, there's something that you can download and you put it in your file. So just in case anything ever happens in the future, you have the licenses for it. And this is free. There's so many things that are free, right? Of course, it's limited, but still it's free. Something is better than nothing. Sometimes you have to give an attribution though. Attribution means somewhere on your packaging or whatever you're using, you have to attribute credit to the individual that the original designer, okay? But anyway, look at this. This is something beautiful. So these are images that can be used in something and free. But you know, you should log in, you should make an account and stuff if that's something that you want to do. That way, you can download that licensing document. There's PNG tree too. There's PNG tree. I like PNG tree. PNGtree.com. And I have an account with them, and this is something you have to pay for. After a while, you can't get free images. If you're doing it for free, I think you get like 3 and then for a month or something like that, or you know. But it's much more limited than Pixabay. So the document is almost finished. Remember, it had to do front and back. So it takes a while. If you saw my previous haul video, I mentioned where this is it takes a lot of ink. So if you don't have an ink plan, and this is not something I would suggest to do all the time unless you got it like that financially. Some people do. And if you have a very good printer, I think, listen to this. This is heavy duty to me. Taking it out, putting it back, you know, the computer, putting it out, putting all that in, taking it back in to flip it to the side, do the other side, and all that. So, okay, why didn't it do the other side? Oh man, it picked up 2 sheets. Oh man, okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna print this again. I don't know why that happened. Go back there. No mistakes happen, so it's not a biggie. Let me just go back and but I can still show you something, but let me just go here. It picked up 2 pieces of paper. Let's print it again. What is it? Go back to print it just in case, because then I would hate for that to print out and then it's not ordered. You should have printed both sides. Come on. But see, that's what I said with this printer. It kind of messed me up with some clear sticker paper. It won't pick it up. And now here we go, picking up. I guess it probably was so close together that it did that. But anyway, but let me just show you this. Look at that. You see that? Light. Then there was light. Okay. Yeah, so look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And there's no border. I love that. There's no border. So you know what? While that's happening, because it's gonna take a moment, maybe I should pause the video. Or maybe I should show the step again. Okay, yeah, I'll show the step again, and if you want, you just fast forward the video. So I'm gonna go to share screen. We're gonna go to Google. Okay, let's go to Google. And free vintage backgrounds, right? Wallpaper. Okay. And then images. Get something that I'm gonna use. Matter of fact, I want to get something that I want to use in the Bible journal page. Tomato. Look at this beauty. Ooh, la. Ooh, I like that. Okay. And I like to really get the images where, I don't have to worry about anything being distorted once I pull it apart. Even if it moves, it still looks okay. So I'm going to go ahead and paste the image. I did that. Now, as I paste it, I'm going to right click, go to wrap text behind text, wrap text behind text. Then I'm going to stretch it out Stretch this out. Okay. Make sure it fits. All around, good. I'm liking the way that looks. I'm going to right click and copy. I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to paste it on the next page. I'm going to fix it where it's all together. And now I have 2 pages with the images on it, full out. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press print and flip on both sides. I want to make sure this is correct. Borderless, yes, it's on. All right, and I'm going to print this. It should take it back and print it on my app. Oh, gosh, why was it forced? All right. It took it back, so it shouldn't be a problem. Now I'm gonna look back at this video and I hope to God that this thing did not do something crazy while I was recording, because I saw it was saying my screen share was paused. Now I remember pausing it. Let's see. Anyway, it's coming out and I'm gonna pause this recording for a moment. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, so I'm back and it's finished. I waited to just both papers were printed. So this is the first one that I showed. See, front and back. Nice, front and back, front and back. And this is the second one that I did where I said I needed something first. This is 5 on page I'm gonna do tomorrow. That's this, front and back. So as you can see, no borders, really nice print. No border and full on both pages. So that's it. So with that being said, I want to say thanks for watching. God bless you. Remember, Jesus loves you. I hope this helped.